Thank you for joining me today on the Eastern Maine Sports Media Podcast. Tonight, we're going to talk to the some of the Fort Kent boys soccer team and their coach. But first, I want to let you know what's coming up here on Eastern Maine Sports Media. Friday night, we have a football game, Freeport at Foxcroft Academy. The pregame show is starting at 5:45 as the Ponies try to remain undefeated, as they 6-0, and they've outscored opponents 316-6 as they host Freeport on Friday night. Again, pregame at 5:45. I will be alongside Gabe Nason for that one. Next Tuesday, we have field hockey. That's also at Jim Robinson Fieldhouse at Foxcroft Academy, and Orono will play at Foxcroft. That's the final regular season game there, and we hope to have some playoff coverage for you also. I want to list podcasts. You can obviously see right here on YouTube. Just hit the subscribe button on YouTube, and you can see this and all of our other podcasts and games and highlights and all of that. Also, you can catch it on Spotify or anywhere else anywhere else you get your podcasts, Apple, anywhere else. But tonight I have some special guests. As I said, some members of the Fort Kent boys soccer team. I got Walker Marquis, Pierson Caron, Kaden Theriault, and Coach Kalusha Kotes. I want to thank you guys for joining me today, and you guys have had an outstanding season so far. Obviously, you got plenty left that you're hoping to accomplish this year. Coach, I want to start with you. Unbelievable season so far. How is the kids? You had your first loss last week to Caribou. How have your kids responded to that? Because obviously you kind of rolled through the season up until that point.
Well, we definitely would want it to go all the way without losing a game, but sometimes you have to get back down to earth and get back on a level playing field, meaning mentally, because we don't want to keep on a high, keep winning and feel like we're invincible and all of that stuff. So losing that game, not a part of the plan. However, we use that as a motivation tool to get the guys ready, but continue preparing them for the upcoming games, playoffs, and so forth. So losing, and I was even just telling these guys here that losing, I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad it happened because now they understand how it feels. They don't want to feel that way again.
Excellent. And why don't we go around to each to Walker and Pierson and Kaden and just kind of introduce yourself, what year you are, and maybe what position you play for the team. I'll start with you, Walker.
I'm Walker Marquis. I'm a fourth-year student. I play left back on the field.
Okay.
Pierson Caron. I'm a senior and I play right back.
I'm Kaden Theriault. I'm also a senior and I play striker.
Okay. Why don't we kind of start with you, Walker? The offense gets a lot of credit well-deserved, a lot of credit on this team, but obviously to have the record you have, you wouldn't be able to do it without a strong defense too. Just talk about a little bit about the defense on this team and, kind of some of the keys to that.
I think we're a pretty strong defense, very well put together. I think we got a few players injured the other game that we lost against Caribou, and we struggled with that. So now that we're getting back into it, I think we're gonna be doing a lot better going forward.
Pierson, besides yourself, Walker, and Kaden, can maybe talk about some of the other key players on the team and maybe what they do for you guys?
Yeah, well, we have Max Boy. He's our center back. He's very strong and he's good in the air and he does everything he needs to do. Then Ethan Daigle, he's a great all-around athlete in every sport he plays, just a natural, very physical presence. He's very strong. And then we have the two German kids that we got. They're both very good, very skilled. It's a different play style, but they've adapted pretty well.
Now, Kaden, you're I get some of your scores and stuff, and and other teams see what you do scoring wise. Do teams kind of mock up on you, and you obviously need help from your teammates scoring wise then, huh?
Yeah, they do. Some teams you can tell more than others, and you just have to play less selfish, because if you're attracting more people, then there's less people to be on the other on our teammates. So play a little less selfish, and it works out.
Now we're gonna get back to soccer here for a minute, but Kaden, Monday you won a Class C state golf state championship. Tuesday you get a hat trick helping your team, beat Easton 3-1. Now talk about that, playing both sports in the fall like that, and kind of time management. How's that?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. Not much time between being able to practice for golf and soccer. So I have to kind of limit with what I do and play as much as I can for both sports to try to maintain the level that I'm at. So,
I mean, obviously there's a long ways to go to this point, but probably been a state championship in two sports in the same season. Is that a kind of a goal for you?
Yeah, I think it's a very achievable goal too.
Yep.
As the way things are going, we're building as a team and ups and downs, but we definitely have the team to do it.
Pierson, maybe talk about some of your other maybe tough opponents in Class C that obviously Caribou's in Class B. I think you got another game with them, right, in the regular season. So that's a tough one you're probably looking forward to, and kind of a little bit of revenge. But maybe talk about some of the tough opponents on your schedule and in Class C.
Well, there's obviously WA. We played them in regionals last year. They're very skilled, very, very good on the ball. And then GSA, they beat them, so they'll be very good. They're usually pretty strong. We've seen them every year. And then Foxcroft, I think they just dropped down into Class C, and they look very good too. So it'll be exciting. It should be a fun playoff run.
It certainly should. And Walker, you've got a strong tradition there. Just talk about the tradition at Fort Kent, the soccer tradition, and every year you're competing. You're one of the top teams in the class, and you're always competing for regional and state titles. Just talk about the tradition at Fort Kent, soccer wise.
I think going to states every year has really encouraged us to really win it, and losing our past 3 years has given us a lot of encouragement to go all the way this year and try to take that gold ball.
Coach, just can you talk about kind of the leadership from these three guys, and Kaden kind of being there for you in soccer, and also kind of doing what he's done in another sport while helping you guys?
Well, in every team you need leaders, you need captains, even if you're not wearing a captain band, you need people to talk to, players, encourage, motivate players. And these three are, they're part of the leader team, the captains that help motivate players, help organize stuff, and it limits my work and my assistant Ricardo work, and make our job much more easy when you come on to practice the games and stuff like that. And going forward, is the motivation that they give each other, because they've been friends for a long time. So it's not only on the soccer field, it's an everyday thing for them. So it became so natural to talk to each other. They talk to each other, and they be assertive. They don't need to argue it all the time, which we really don't want that, because arguing can cause a negative impact in our team. So, being friends, help us, to be good leaders, have that relationship with teammates, and that will help us go forward. And that has been helping us previously, because they started as a freshman, and now they're all seniors. So they've been through it before high school, during high school, and I guarantee that after high school, they'll continue the same life journey as well. So, and talking about coaching Kaden, and going for golf, and there's another player that goes for golf too, and I'm not so hard and hey, stay into practice, or you have to do soccer, you have to choose one of them. Like, if you're good at a sport, I'm all like, if you're an athlete, do what you can, and I'll be as lenient as I can to let you excel in whatever sport is going on at that time. So Kaden and golf, I know for a fact, like he's a good golf player. And I know that definitely him pushing himself with golf, he would have gone a long way. And I'm glad that I play a good role in allowing him to go do this tournament. And now the end result that he's Class C state champion. So I definitely I'm very lenient and would support any of my players going to play different sport in and out of season.
Very well said. And talk about the kind of what I've talked about before. Right now you're number one in Class C, but talk about some of the challenges. You mentioned Washington Academy, get George Stevens. Just talk about some of those other teams that come playoff time, going to be right there in the mix.
So the mentality that I try to get these boys to is that every team, I want them to know that it's going to be a hard game, regardless of the level of the players, the school, the class. It doesn't matter. What we try to maintain is our team's mentality and our ability and our performance on that given day. If we go play a team that is maybe don't have the kind of quality players like what we have, and if we go there and not play to our full ability, then we would definitely look like we're not a good team. So once we maintain that ability, we will definitely preparing ourselves for playoff games. So when the playoff games, once they start or whenever they start, it doesn't matter who we're playing. It's just that if our performance is here during regular season, playoff, we should go up a notch. So, and we will definitely play harder. The mentality, the fight would be different. And we know that teams are gonna, everybody, coaches is gonna watch a certain team, or the team is gonna watch your team, and they're gonna try to come up with several game plans how to beat our teams. And that's just the way how it is. That's just the way how the game goes. And kudos to all those teams, to all the teams out there in all the classes. Not everybody can win the regionals or the state, but at the end of the day, we're all having fun. Everybody's working hard, and I know once it comes on to a playoff or a regular season game, the ball is round, and we play until the last whistle.
Kaden, can you maybe talk real quick about maybe the experience on the team and how that helps going into a playoff run? Because as Coach said, winning a regional, not every team can win a regional in the States is not easy. If you do it again, kudos to you, but it's not easy. But how do you think that experience of your team being there in the past few years helps?
Well, we've been playing together ever since we were in middle school, really, even lower than that. So we all have that chemistry built together. Like the starting team we have now was our same exact starting team we had in middle school soccer, and we're just able to build every year to that. And this is what we've been waiting for. We've put all of our work from before high school and in high school for this very moment right here, and we're just trying to put it all together.
No, just something fun to end this. Pierson, who's the funniest teammate you have?
This kid right here.
Pretty yeah. Jokester, huh, Walker?
Yeah, a little bit.
Every team needs that, right?
Oh yeah.
Who's the most competitive, Walker? Yeah, that's easy, huh?
Definitely Kaden.
Yeah.
Doesn't like the losing aspect.
Well, show that on Monday on the golf course, and hoping to carry right over.
Yeah.
Kaden, who's the most serious on the team?
I think Daigle. Ethan Daigle, I think, is the most serious on the team.
Probably Daigle.
Ethan Daigle is definitely the serious.
All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. And wish you the best of luck. The rest of the regular season, and then into the playoffs. You're definitely going to go in with a high seed. Right now, you're number one. So, good luck the rest of the way, and appreciate you stopping in today.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you. And thanks for checking in on Eastern Maine Sports Media Podcast. And again, you can check this out on any way you get your podcast and on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button. And thanks for joining us today.